Wonder how long they're gonna leave this server up for. I think I'm gonna have to turn off the music. Because everything's copyrighted. Which sucks, because some of the music is pretty good. While this loads, I'm just gonna futz around with my settings here. Advanced settings. Let's go ahead and comments to speech. There you go. Speed, pitch, normal, volume. Yeah, sure, whatever. If anything bad comes through the comments to speech thing, that's an issue with YouTube. It's not my problem. Oh, good. The music is turned off. Unfortunately. I want to go to... Global Track Central. There we go. Actually, I wonder if I can turn on for the music, if I can do like unlicensed or just... what is the options button in this game again? Garage store, player data, home, race, options. Let me see if I can turn on like the music that's not licensed. Because I want some music. No. Yeah. Fortunately, it's just gonna be there, I think. Game options. Localization, subtitles, units, blah 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 blah. Nah, it's whatever. Okay, sure, whatever. Ooh, look at this stuff here. Jailbreaker falls easy. Distance game, 2 times fuel, dive deeper, obstacle assist. No. Well, whatever. Let's try. A lot of people didn't like this one. Excuse me. Be careful, someone is watching you. Kaiten. Uploaded March. Or does it say March 2020? I don't know, it's in the top list. So that's fine. Mantis. Ha! Volkswagen Jetta. Ooh. First, I like to check if there's anything. Oh! Oh, dual shock battery low! Oh. Oh dear, that's an odd transition. There you go. Bit of lag. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, I got it. I got this. Sort of. Oh, that was a no. There you go. Oh my goodness, so many odd little jumps here. Always, you gotta remember to broadcast the next obstacle that's coming up. Otherwise, you get a lot of failed attempts. I see what I gotta do. I gotta like bounce here to get over this, and then lot of slowdown on here. Maybe this was made on the computer or the Xbox and then auto-ported. I see what I gotta do. I gotta go like this and then... Not any room to, for mistakes here. It's not really a place to... Oh my goodness, there's so much... Can you feel it in the stream? Is the game like... Is there a weird frame rate issue? Whoops. Let's start this again here. I would rather be stuck on an obstacle hammering the gas button like that than to have tons of restarts. Oh, that was lucky. Ah, I hate it. Slid backwards like the... Ah, bouncing. That's my issue. Is I bounce too much for some reason. So look at how much better I'm doing now that I kind of know what to expect. Let the physics sort of rest a little bit before taking off. Whoa, that was uncalled for. Huh. Yeah, I do not think I could do that on fire. I'm sure there's something cool that happens at the end, but I'm not going to... Oh, I did not know there was going to be a cutscene. I missed the cutscene at the end. Okay, I gotta plug in the controller because I got the notification that the controller is getting low. Oh, alright. What else we got? Quablue. My favorite blue, thanks for playing. Bembao Crowley. Oh, that was released a long time ago. Oh, these are staff picks. I want to play something recent though. Community picks. 21. Trending. Drummy Boy. Iced Uber Viper Mantis. Okay. An old Trials Fusion looking track. No? Oh yeah! Ha. Should have started with this one. Oh, this is a coasting area. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. What? That wasn't even platinum? Mixed metal 45. Oh, I got 46. Oh, I could do that again. Ah. Gotta start the lean before we get to the landing. Oh, oh, that's better. That's better than what I had. It's good enough. I am satisfied with that. Yes. Old school Trials Fusion feel to it. Or earlier. Trending skill games. What? Mentally. No gas. Oh boy. Extreme track. I'll take a look at it. By Fuego El Mando. June 10th. That's a very new one. Low dislike to like ratio. Of course we want this one. Although I wonder if the beginner bike is available, if that means it is passable with the beginner bike. Well, had a little bit of Ubisoft slowdown right there. Oops. Let's go back again a little bit. Ah! Bouncing. I'm bouncing. Ooh. What happened? Oh. Something in my room, the lights just kind of went out. I thought we had a power surge. But I think it was just my computer going to sleep. Huh. Not liking this part. 0 out of 10. Alright, calm down, calm down. Stop your bouncing. Well, what the heck am I supposed to do there? I understand that I'm doing this wrong, but it was deceptively simple looking. No! I think I'm supposed to... no. It's doing that thing where you do good, and then you fail, and then every time after that, you're like overcompensating for the... So that would have led me to like an hour of just hammering, which is not something you're supposed to be doing. Ugh, back wheels. Best tracks. I want custom filters. Play later, best tracks. No, we want like all this week. RWP July. Built to honor Trials players born in July. Huh. Cold War Kid 35. Okay. But it was in July and tandem. I don't have friends, so we're gonna have to go with helium. Oh. That would mean they would have had to have released it just within a few hours. That's nice of them. Look at that. Look at this nice track. Yeah! Whoops. Did that wrong. Ah! See, my problem with Trials, I can't figure out the balance thing. You know, sometimes the character just seems to like all the momentum just suddenly accelerates into a roll, and I end up rolling backwards or I roll forwards. Or something horrible happens and I can't stop it from happening. We're not gonna make that jump. No, that's definite. Gotta go over gently. It's like that. How high he goes from that one back bounce. And other times I try to get a really high bounce. And then it doesn't work. Physics are not good to me in this game, but I like the graphics and it's a fun. I like the map editor, so we do it anyways. Cargo ship. Nah. Stayed 2. Hill run climb. It says hard, but it looks like it might be using extreme stuff. Short speed, run, climb, enjoy. What is the speeds on these? 40 seconds. Okay. I bit a piece of my ice cream cone and it all dumped out into the bowl. Oh, there's stuff going on over there. What's going on back here? That's weird. See, I just can't fathom how people can flick their guy forwards and not fall, and not like lift the back tire up. That's my problem, is lifting the back tire off the ground every time I lean forwards. Like that. Like, what the heck? C players do this all the time, and I do it, and then my back tire lifts off. Like, what the heck? I know that you're supposed to lean back at the start of your journey and then lean forwards right at the top of the ramp, and that will get you over the thing. I think you could stand to put a... Okay, that doesn't make sense. That does not help. That does not help at all. There should be a wind at the top to push you forwards. Ooh, Ubisoft, slow down. And now we're stuck. See, this is the endless loop here. This is what happens. I was doing okay, and now I'm just going to keep failing every time now. Because that's just my issue. And now I just can't make it over there anymore. Yeah, it just does not work anymore. I can't make these jumps. I can't. Oh, come on. Oh my god, look at that. Total fail. And now I have to redo this whole section again because there's no checkpoint. Oh, there we go. Where's the checkpoint? Oh no, really? Oh, that sucks. I hate that so much. When it's a long segment, and then, oh, ninja skill. Sorry. Yeah. No thumbs down because only, see, this is where I complain now. No thumbs down because only the elite VIPs are allowed to pass the track, right? I'm all bummed out now. I might go to the editor and make something stupid. Climb, that's kind of really all you have to do. First 2D top wins. Shadow links. I've been playing a lot of marble games lately, so maybe I'll try something with marbles. Or make a... Oh, alpaca. Crawler! Or make a what do you call them? Hill climb train game. Huh. Great. This is trending and no, this is new skill this week. This isn't trending. This is just someone put this out this week. Okay. Ah. That part there could be improved with just giving you some nitrous and then turning off the nitrous? Or is that it? That's the whole level. Well, that was total no. Cue Bugs Bunny meme face. No. Ugh. Sphere. Over the Hill Gang. What have they been up to? Stray Blazin' 2021? No, 20. Oh. The last Over the Hill Gang map was 2021? Guess they've all abandoned the game finally. Or, no, Over the Hill Gang 7-8 Valley. Okay. I guess they'd probably still play. Climbs I can do, I wonder. I'm beyond help. June, short speed run, climb, enjoy. Climb sky. The real track. Ugh, that's got a wall in it. I don't think walls are valid obstacles. Huh. Maybe we'll just move to the editor. It's interesting. Bale skeet ball. Pinball. Ball control. Ball control. Ball control V2. Did I play this one? 2023. I like his ball control games. September of 2023. I don't know if I played this since September. Three. Okay. Right. Oh. Oh, there we go. Nah. No, I still included physics for the character. Keep saying you gotta turn off physics for the character because a lot of times you fail because the physics in the game don't work. Like right now, what the heck's going on here? For someone who used to work for Activision, you know. There you go. How do I get up there though? Oh, alright, I see. Should not be this complicated. I think he put I like to think he put those weird walls there because of me. In his previous games, I would run through the map really fast and like break the game. Okay, that's really troll. Okay. Yeah, it feels like these obstacles are purposely slow just to slow down the rider. Slow down the rider's interaction with the ball. Whereas it used to be, it was possible to break the levels, which I thought would add to the puzzle element. What, am I supposed to go here first? I don't understand. Oh, I'm supposed to bounce here apparently? What? Oh, no, it means watch out for your head. Okay. I don't understand. I don't get it. If I push the button, it kills me, and the platform doesn't drop. So am I not supposed to touch anything over there? What's going on here? No. No, if I just go over there, it triggers that. I don't get it. I don't understand. I can't touch my head to anything. I can't go over there or it kills me. Do I just wait for it to back up? No. It's caution, don't bump your head. No. This doesn't make any sense to me. Nope. I think he's lost his ability to make maps. I don't know. I don't want to watch a walkthrough. So huh. Marble zone. You might be on a roll with a marble. If he made it on another console, I guess when it's ported over here, it might have broken. I did not catch any of the directions, but it looks like we just do this. Okay. Is there anything? More like timed or something? Visually, it's really fun. Wise, it's a terrible game. I guess the point of it was just to make something really. So we'll give it a look because it's really trippy. Keep in mind, the game itself is terrible. Looks like I played that one already. Alright, let's get out of here. There's nothing going on over here. Is there anything for vehicles? There was someone who was working on vehicles. Hello, menu. Thank you. Damn, this game is so lag. Truck test number 1. Parlous Trail. Drive a monster truck bus might be a little buggy. Oh, it definitely will be, I can guarantee. Player-made pickup truck. You can now pick your own color of your pickup truck. Very good. Food truck highways. 1 minute drive. Huh. Off-road trophy truck. Realistic off-road race truck that can be customized. Trust truck crawler for a sim can drive over anything, even that wall behind you. Turbo truck. Expert at creating tracks, a player-made truck with PHP and gears. Alright. You can now pick your own color of your pickup truck. Let's give it a go. What do you got? Ooh. More than half dislikes. I wonder if it's going to be attached to the driving line. Pick car color. Press X to apply. Oh, it's the... Okay, so there was no... It did not tell me what color I could, like it... Yeah, it was the bumpers. Who would have thought? RPM, MPH, BHP, and turbo. Okay, so there is steering. I don't know, I wish there was more to it. What is turbo? Is it, triangle? No. Okay, there's different cameras. Shadows on and off or something? Okay, is it circle? Circle's finished. It wouldn't tell me what my turbo button was. Okay, so you need to include controls. What are the controls? We'll give you an upvote. I would have liked more than just a straight driving, unless you move the camera above the road and turn it into a top-down arcade. Let's take a look at this trophy truck by Ace. Ooh, leg. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the controls are locked to inverted. Okay. My truck seems to be changing colors on its own. It's also drifting on its own. It is sliding. We need more friction. Ugh. Ew, it should not be sliding while you're turning the wheels. So we need friction added to the wheels. For turning, you should be using, don't use absolute with the analog stick. Instead use set variable with, what's it called? The one that lets it go, it's a checkbox that lets it go up a little bit over time. Just to the left and right. What's this? Upgrade suspension, all-wheel drive, differential lock, faster engine. So differential lock doesn't tell people who don't know differential lock what that even does. Okay. Color. Okay. I don't think color matters because it's changing color on its own without me doing anything. I guess we're yellow now, maybe. Oh, I see what you're doing. Too many physics joints on this. Okay. Yeah, your wheels are kind of all over the place. Oh, triangle ends the map early. I didn't even know that. And it's always list the controls somewhere in your track there, unless I didn't see them. Yeah. Looks like I played it already because it didn't let me vote it. Have I played this one already? Revote. I did play it apparently. What vote did I give it? Oh, I didn't. Revote is blacked out. Okay, start track. I just realized I've heard that song elsewhere that was playing. See, there we go. Controls, right there. That's how you do it. Right trigger forwards, backwards, left stick equals steering, Y triangle equals end. There is no camera. Okay, we got really bouncy. So you can fix the bounce by giving the vehicle extra gravity. And making, yeah, essentially that's it. You give your tires and your vehicle, yes, you increase the gravity and you set the mass of things. Mass in here is terrible. You set the mass to like 12,000, 6 to 12,000 per tire, like 8,000 maybe, 8,000 per tire. And then essentially you set the body to 4 times whatever the total number of tires are. So like it's 32,000 for mass. And then that will fix how paper thin this thing feels. For rollovers, you can either put an invisible roll cage or you can move your center of gravity under the tires so that the vehicle will be the heaviest below the tires, which will cause it to automatically roll back onto its tires. It'll be very difficult to tip over then. Or if you put it down to about where the tires are, it'll make it very bottom heavy. And that will fix your jitteriness. And then I think another issue here is the softness with the joint in the middle. It's good for the tires, I guess. I mean, with tires in trials, as you can see, the tires seem to be like bouncing off of rocks that don't exist. You're driving on a flat set of terrain and the tires will just bounce up and down for no reason. So what I do to counteract that is I don't use tires anymore. I use tires for only visual, and then for the actual wheels I use spheres, the sphere primitive model, and those will roll without bouncing. So you use those as the wheels, or a cylinder, and then the tires are just stuck there with no contact, and that will fix the bounciness, some bounciness. Yeah, this thing's fairly undrivable for how light it is. What I gotta do actually is I got to do a little driving around, because I use replays to see what needs fixing. This is really, unfortunately, you can't leave comments, but it is very, very, very bouncy. There. So that's a good enough replay to tell them your car is much too light. I'll give him a vote. I'm gonna go to the editor now. I got a truck in there. I'm gonna try driving the truck around. Yeah, see, there's my truck down there. Free roam truck. Not very good for likes versus dislikes. A lot of people just don't like that idea, I guess. Or it could be because there's absolutely nothing to do in the level. You just drive around and there's nothing to do. There's no obstacles or anything. So that could be another reason why it's got really bad votes. L2, R2, slow gas. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah? So, yeah, it's one of those. There's no, doesn't really... So this one uses just left stick at different... okay. So here... So there you can add a tunnel. So it looks like you're going through tunnels rather than repeating. For the lane change... I suggest not using absolute position of your analog stick, but rather using, if you press left to accept one input at a time, so clamp that to one input every time you press it, and just add one to a value, and or add like the width of the lane, so that when you press say if you're here and you press left once, then it'll skip to the next lane. And then to get to the 3 lanes over, you have to press right 3 times. I could even, actually, maybe I'll go sample that. I'll go to the editor and I'll go make something. Not the same track, of course, but let's go editor. so much fog, and rather than just pick a spot and remove the fog, I'd rather just go through the editor and pick a spot that doesn't have any fog. Stars, how do we move fast again? I forgot all the controls. Place down my grid first, because I love this grid. No, that's this. What is the button to change? Left stick. There, okay, there's right trigger for fast. And let's see, so we can go with, let's try ambulance. And then we need a piece of road. Buildings, event, characters, vehicles, environments. Buildings. Yeah, sure. Huh, that'll work. Yeah, sure, that'll work. Because then I'll just change its size to be more suitable to a road size. Yeah, whatever, that'll do. So if we imagine this is the road, like that, and then we need triggers. We need a object position to change where the vehicle is. Let me just fine tune. There we go. And we'll need a set value to set its position. Let's see here. Variable data source to be the position. And controls, just be using the left and right. So that'll be control stick, left. You could also use the control object, what's it called? One of these things, what is it? Game variable data source, I think, with the left and right, and then you just say if the value is greater than 0, that means you're pressing, I think that means you're pressing right, then increase by, and if value is less than 0, then that means you're pressing the other direction. But we're just going to use, oops, just going to use these buttons here. Left, right. Yeah. So we go, let's see here. I'm going to need 2 sets. Oh, yes, that's right. I also need a if then, so a condition, because I don't want him to drive off the road. So we would go another one of those, and then operations. This one. So there's a few ways you could do either. The simplest way would be if one of these conditions per, or if you wanted to be like flamboyant with it, you could do the game character source and then ABS to set it always to positive, and then if value is greater than the width of your road, then do not allow, otherwise do allow. So we want to go, right now it's going to be in lane, let's say lane 3, we'll keep it, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So if put that right in the middle, Feels so dirty, I'm not using my grid. If the current lane equals, let's see here, is greater than 0, then trigger this. Set to there. Then trigger. Let's see. If it's greater than 0, then we need to add the distance. And we can get the distance through data source. What was it? What was the distance one? Vector 1 input. CD driving line, events, character. No, these are all to do things. I need data source. Game character? Object info. Distance to ground. No. Two-dimensional vector, variable. What the heck was it under? Distance operator. We're just gonna go. I'm just gonna copy this here, and we're just gonna move it across to there. And then we're just going to go a distance. This one to this one. 7, 8. Okay, so it looks like 4. Yeah. So we want to go increase by, decrease this direction. 4. Right, and it's going to start in that lane. Then it's going to be 0, 4, 8. Okay, and then we'll do activate on diagonal because a lot of people don't use the directional pad. On press, do this. If you press left and you are not on the leftmost lane, then go ahead and decrease once. And because it's set on press, it will only happen once when it's pressed, and then you have to release and press it again. Then we can go on diagonal, on press. Oops. And this one will be if less than, if this value is less than 4, 8, 12, 12 on true, go ahead and increase by 4. Another thing that you can do to simulate turning is also we can have an object that this is actually. You could make the object physical, because then that would allow you to also smash into things. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then you use a joint. Then the object that you're actually moving is like an invisible object. And then this thing would have a loose joint which when you move one object, it would drag the car and simulate changing lanes. Maybe I'll do that. I'm getting carried away. I'm doing more than I came here for. And then, oh, but if I'm going to do it that way, then I need this to be operating all the time, because if I trigger it, it's only going to trigger for one tick. But I want it to trigger the whole event. So it's going to need to be, what is that under? It's not a trigger, it's a interval. Yeah, it is. Start tick, on go, yeah. Always with this. Yeah, and then let's go with our invisible object. It's going to be just a dummy object. We'll put that, actually, yeah, we'll put the dummy object right here at the wheels so that this is where it drags. And we'll put it up so that I can see it. And let's go ahead and attach this guy. Not rotation. Event targets to the dummy object. Position local. Yeah, local. Because I don't want to mess with world coordinates. Position XYZ local. I always forget whether red or blue is X. Which one is Z? I think blue is Z. We'll find out once we test it, and then it turns out to be not working, right? And Z is linked to the variable. There we go. And then I need a physics joint. And that's going to go simple. We're going to go from this object to that object. Single axis rotational? No, I just want point to point. And then joint strength very low, select pivot. I'm going to put the pivot right here. So that'll drag it. Yeah, we'll find out what happens when I do that. If it'll be kind of wonky or straight. I'm going to actually move my driver guy so that every time I snap the image, he actually follows. So I go like this. There we go. There we go. And now when I press the right bumper, it'll reset my vision. Oh, and then I need to set game character, or rather, editor, object, editor settings? What was it under? Track settings? Game mode, skill, loud bikes, so there's no confusion. Game character, custom object. Game character is, let's set it to here. Yeah, that should work actually. Let's see here. This has moved. Oh, because it's like, right. Okay. Is this the main camera? Where's my main camera? Main camera is in the floor. Of course. I think. This is a replay camera. I don't know. No, the main camera would be pointing at me. Where's our main camera at? There you are. Main camera's back here. Normally I would use a custom camera so I don't have to mess with main camera shenanigans, but this will do. So it's going to be pointing at kind of the middle of the road, because the floor isn't moving. So we can just go like that. And then I need my physics. Physics bubble, I guess, doesn't really need to move because the floor is not moving. Well, the floor will be moving, but it won't really be moving. Make sure the physics bubble is big enough. Yeah, very basic. This thing is set to move that. Isn't it? I thought I set this up already. Yeah, it is. What was I targeting then? That was weird. Okay, sure. Save, because I don't trust the editor. Let's see here. Arcade. I like to put a decimal in front so that it alphabetically puts it at the top of the list. And then when I'm done editing, I'll remove the dot. Arcade. Test track. I did not enable physics on this guy. Physics need to be turned on for that guy. Star Trek. What? Excuse you? What are you doing? Huh? Okay, well, increase that. Oh, not everything is linked together, apparently. There we go. Okay, so this needs to be actually linked to something. There we go. That is triggering that, and why is my car floating away? If it's stuck to this piece, do I need to go disable collisions? I mean, the dummy object doesn't have any collisions. We'll go to strength. Maybe I need to disable collisions on this thing and add my own custom collision. Decoration only. And then custom collision. Huh. Why is it moving on its own? On press. Okay. Yeah. So this is like that. That's okay. Sure. We need a harder joint, and this vehicle needs to be less floaty. Right, right, okay. Right. Uh... Okay, let's do... I don't want to mess with it. Let's go with slider. Sure, let's do slider instead. Linear settings. If I do a slider, then it's not going to be attached. The car will be attached, but then it won't stay where I leave it. So I have to use point to point, which is I'm going to have to tighten this up. Disable collision. Let's see what happens if we go 40. Yeah, okay, 40 will do. Let's go ahead and advanced physics. Let's give this thing more mass. And let's see, let's give it some linear dampening. So linear dampening will slow its movement in space, up, down, left, right, and then angular dampening will slow its turning in space. Bounciness of the object, no bounce. Let's disable world gravity and give it a gravity of like 2000. Ugh, I'm feeling like I need to attach the vehicle to the road using a slider so that it doesn't go anywhere. But if I do that, oh my god. If I attach the vehicle to a slider, then it's not going to turn. I think I need to increase the mass of the dummy object. Oh, that's not connected. That's not connected. Properties, advanced, pivots combined. That doesn't seem to matter. Advanced physics, mass. Give that some more mass so it's got some girth to it. Does not seem to matter at all. Okay. Advanced physics. Let's change angular dampening to 100 and see what that does. Alright, alright. Angular dampening seems to be the way to go. Wow. Okay. 99? Well, now it doesn't return back to its original thing. I need it to snap for the angular of the thing that it's attached to. Basically, I'm trying to create a joint where it's got some spring to it, but it's stuck in this direction. 90 maybe? I think I'm going about this. Maybe I'm going about this all wrong. Or maybe I'm just gonna overly complicate it so that it works. If I put the thing that moves left and right further ahead, like it's being towed by a rope, it would have more drift to it. And it would keep it straight, provided I have a directional force pulling against it. Oh, that's like overly complicating it. Overly complicating it. Increase left and right. Okay, first off, why is this thing like resetting to the side? I should figure that out first. Because it's not starting in lane 1, it's starting in lane 3. So it's pushing it 3 lanes to the right. Of course, 0, 4, 8. It's technically starting at 0. It's starting at its own 0 rather than starting at 8. That's why it's messing up. So I need to account for that. So if this is 0, then this would be negative 8. And this would be 4. There. It's also sticking in the ground too. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what I'm going for. So now it's changing lanes. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to glue a directional force to the back of it. And we're going to set our directional force to be always pointing straight back. Type local, global, target. Global force, local force. If the object rotates, global always points in the initial direction. Global. Good. So let's go with that. Enabled. And then truck and force. Glue. And give it, because it's got a heavy mass, we're going to give it a lot of force. Maybe not that much. I'm just using the force to hold it. Let's go way over here, and let's change our glue object. Pivot. Make sure that is in the right spot. Glue object pivot is also going to be over here. Test. Get out of the way! Oh, get out of the way! Ah. I mean, it goes back to the wheels. Why is it flip so hard? Why is it flipping so hard? Let's see here. How to fix that? I need this thing not to roll so much. I mean, I could sandwich it. I could sandwich. The easy way out would be to sandwich it between two physics walls, and that would just keep it. That would just keep it straight. I don't know what's going on. All right, fine. Let's see here. I mean, we could just do this. Just take like two of these, like that. And then just kind of, just right there, like this. So it gives it a little bit of, you know, and then glue those together. And then move them along with the thing. Ugh. The glue orientation of that one is buggered. Select pivot. Blue. Let's see here. I can't rotate the pivot. Okay. Let's go with set the pivots to the middle of the boxes. Rotate the boxes so the pivot is the right way. Then grab the boxes and so much going on. Did that do it? Blue left and right. Okay, so that did it. So then we'll just take this one and rotate them like that. And then move my pivot back out so I can see it. And then put these back down again. Like that. Ugh. 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 See? Because they move instantly and the vehicle doesn't move instantly. So that doesn't work. So much complications. Huh. What to do, what to do. Okay, what if we go... No, because that will set it. So, increase. Right. Oh, that's interpolate. That's what I'm missing. Beat. Yeah. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Delete this crap. Test track. Interpolate. There we go. That's the problem. Okay. Now we take this guy, we go advanced physics, we go zero friction, and then we go track. Ugh. It's got some weird bounce to it, but it's working better now. Okay, so I need to go joint strength 45. I never touch spring settings because it never works for me. I don't understand why it bounces so much. Glue group. Huh, wait a minute. Oh no. Its angular stuff is locked in the group. So in order to affect the angular of this thing, I have to remove from glue group, and then I can change it back to normal, and then add to glue group. And then linear dampening and angular dampening and increase the mass. Alright, look at that. I've completely removed the use of the dummy object, but now it's not bouncing all over the place. Unless we go crazy with the controls. Oh. That's funny. It goes further and further every time I go out for some reason. Because of the interpolation. Now the interpolation is giving me issues. See, now it goes exactly where I left it, but it doesn't slide, which it's supposed to. It's supposed to rotate because it's dragging. What? Okay, what if I moved the dummy object further out? And move the joint further out. Oh. Well, frick, there it go. There it is. That was the thing. That was just, I just had to move. There it is. There it is. We just have to move the joint itself. There. Yeah. I mean, still. Oh, fishtails. I mean, that's kind of funny. So if we move the joint closer, or the, there we go. Now it changes lanes quickly. I think it's actually funnier the other way. I mean, you can, yeah, you can get quite crazy if you. And then eventually it straightens out. I think that's quite silly. Let's maybe even raise it up a little bit. Of course the wheels aren't spinning, that's fine. So now if we went now, I could do, the smart thing would be to have this thing just generate. The complicated thing would be to create a circle of 20 sides and just have it rotate. And then the car is constantly driving on this rotating circle. Okay, so we want a emitter. What's the emitter under? Emitter. There we go. And then the emitter emits the building, which is attached to everything. Track settings, game mode, character object is actually this floor. Which makes everything higher. And we move the emitter back a bit. Something like that. Oops. And the emitter is going to emit. I want that to appear exactly where I had it. So I'm going to give it a dummy object. Right-ish in the middle. And then I'm going to glue these two together, because it doesn't matter where I move the dummy object as long as the pivot itself is. That's fine. And then we're gonna go emitter, emit, sure, 25, that's way more than enough. Start velocity 1000, do not emit physics, emit interval however long it is, depending on how long it is and what it is. this thing. Oh, and then I gotta shrink the emitter. Size. Huh. It emits them kinda cockeyed. Kinda off center. Huh. That's weird. Weird. Okay. Why would it emit them at a constant because the emitter is crooked itself? What's going on? Why are they doing this to me? Why is it throwing it sideways? First off, it needs to happen faster. Let's get that working. We need to be going much faster. Let's go 3,000. And that means it will probably need to emit more often. Slower. Okay, now to fix why it's emitting sideways objects. Maybe the building's just crooked. There we go. Huh. Look at that. No. Extra buttons. No. Resume testing. Alright. So now this thing, the emitter, needs to be a bit higher. Okay, let's do triggers with the distance. I'm going to set the distance to height of the emitter versus the floor. And then set this thing to be about where that is. I feel like that is much too low. Yes. Yeah, that'll do. Huh. Da, 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 da. This music actually. Wait a minute. That song has the same beat as an Amaranth song. And another song. Even a third song that I keep hearing on the radio. Miss me, now you gotta kiss me. Da, 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 da. And then Amaranth goes. Drop dead, cynical. So this thing can go this way. Yeah. There we go. Huh. If I put sound triggers on here, you could have it playing music. Have a siren. Every time you pass by a car, it goes meh, and then the cars come by in sequential, so that it's like meh, 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 and then that's the siren for the. Oh, that's funny. Like a Guitar Hero siren, and then for the long pauses where you're normally you hold the button down is like boo. That's funny. Okay. I know there's a highway track, but I'm just gonna use buildings. I mean, ideally, you would just take this building and then copy it. And then you don't have to worry about a big chunk of the ground missing because it would just be like this. Yeah. And we can go change the repeat rate to probably divide by 5 because I added 5 objects. Mid interval 32 doesn't divide by 5 though. 6. So it'd be like, you can't do every 6. Oh, you have to go plus 6 times 5. So 32 times 6 pieces, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these 6 pieces? So 2 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 6 there. One, two, three, four, 5. So 5 times 32 would be, what, half of 640? So 320? 340 would be times 10. So it'd be half of that, so 180. I also gotta move this back further too. I think I've kind of defeated the purpose of making it longer. Is there an initial? I know what I'm doing wrong. Need to put that back where it was. And then we just need to put one just here. Slowly drifting off to the side. This is the slow part where we edit and edit and edit. Maybe I needed, so 180. Oh, 32. Half of that is 16, 160. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, I was thinking deal with it later, but I think I have to deal with this now because it's important. The cars would spawn same. Tools, trials rising, city, vehicles, land. Let's use the trials evolution cars, which was under general cars. And we'll put that as, oh, we just put that right there. Probably just a random color changer. I don't know why they would be coming towards you. They'd only be coming towards you in 2 lanes. Start velocity 3000, emit physical objects, yes. And remove friction. Advanced physics. Friction 0. If I'm going to do that, then I should probably duplicate this thing. And put it, yeah, right side you'd have it here. this one spawn? Oh. No, that one would just be going backwards. That. Then we go target and make count all of them. Mid object the same car. That one would be happening at the same time as the roads. Ha! Yar! Yar! Ah! That's great. That's very good, very good. And then let's give it stable world gravity, make it heavier. Let's add a little something to the front of that truck. Oops. I get in this state where I forget what the next button is and I'm afraid to touch anything, or I'm going to delete it, or it's going to mess up. No, I need the corner. That corner. Like that. Or, you know what I could just use, actually? We could just go into Trials Evolution, and we can go into the Legacy Parts and Paint Alloys. No, what is this? Tools, Primitive Shapes. This thing. There it is. There, problem solved. Really? Can't glue an invisible object? Fine then. We'll just go into triggers, variable data source, set this to 1, set this thing to advanced physics, contact response, go to here, select glue members, this thing, visibility, this thing, that is incorrect. I need the triangle, visibility, this thing. Zero. Oh my god, really? It's glued to it, and yet it does not take the same physics as this thing? It's glued to it, man. Everything here should have physics on it. I don't understand what's going on. If it has physics, why is it... I don't understand. Because it's sticking out of the ground. Okay. So this piece... It's not sticking out of the ground. Really? So it's not sticking out of the ground. It's glued to it. And yet it doesn't count. It's being glued to it? It's not glued to it. There you go. That's fine. Then of course we have to make sure there's no friction on any of this. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. No, there's no physics. Why does it do this? Why is it doing this now? It's working fine here. Four. What? The default on this is 0. So why is the default becoming 4 when I start the game? Why? A little bit of weird physics there. Now, should I have it so that you're taking cars? No, because you're just being weird buggies. Count. Count, speed, velocity. These ones would be going faster because they're coming towards you. Of course, the emit would be random. And these ones would be coming slower to you. We should have this triangle spinning, maybe. Huh. Christ. Boom. What time is it? Ugh. Okay, I need a random number generator. Minimum, maximum, interval. 10. Yeah. Admit interval. This one. So we wanted to go 60. Let's go 200 maybe. 60 ticks, so minimum would be 1 second. Minimum would be at least 1 second every. No, up to a second, and then at least 360. I don't know. Does not seem to be working properly. That's a bit better. Whoa, jeez. I want those cars to be mostly driving into oncoming traffic though, so we're gonna go a little off center. I think I should make this pyramid spinning. Red, green, blue. I think it works like that. It goes to like material. Pick value. How do I do that? No, I think I need a color. Color event. Modify color. Yeah. Roughness. What does this go up to? 255? Sure. I'll tie that to the middle one. Missivity. Tie that to the bottom one. And then we'll go color. Oh, I can't do random colors. Color picker. Pick value object. Maybe I need vector. Value 1, value 2, value 3, and then value object vector. And color. Ah, it's only shades of gray. Hmm. Let Hmm. No, it's giving me different colors. Always pink for some reason. Oh, there's gray. Hmm. Hmm. What the heck is going on over here? Guys, you're crazy driving. Probably have to raise everything up higher. So when the car passes out there. Oh, unless we just move the physics box. Right, physics box. Forgot about that thing. Mm-mm. The heck? Hmm. Bit of an issue with the ground repeating, but oops, 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 oops. Eh. Hmm. This might be going a little fast, I think. I don't know why it keeps getting gray. Hmm. Maybe it has to be 6 digits? Can only set these with here. Well, let's try setting one to that. See what it does. No? Don't know. Well, the rightmost lane probably be going faster, or the leftmost lane rather, and then the left lane on this side would be this one. Oh, faster would make it go more your speed. Yeah, I don't know how to set red, green, blue. That's too bad. Might just have to have just a collection of preset colors that would pick from. Oh well, enough of that. Where's my truck? Oh yeah, the jet. Whoosh. Choose bike. Need to have it so that when you're driving back the opposite direction, the plane flips over. Hmm. The wheels keep getting stuck, yeah. This one, the wheels have to be replaced. Yay.